Hello, everyone, and welcome to Module 2 for English 11. This week, we are going to be getting a little more personal. We're going to be learning some reading strategies, the big three, and signposts for fiction, and annotate a text using those two strategies. I've provided some instructional videos for you on how to use each of these strategies, and you're going to be annotating in your reader's notebook. So make sure you've got that prepared. You're going to then be analyzing a text and making inferences from this text. There is an instructional video to help you with some steps on how to analyze a text and how to make inferences. So make sure you watch both of those. And we're going to do this to help us understand the author's purpose for the writing and also to identify the theme within the writing. This is going to be a regular practice that we do in English with any text that we read. Then you're going to be analyzing an informational text as a reader to utilize some of those literary terms like theme and purpose, tone. You're also going to be analyzing it as a writer. So how did the writer organize the information, and what techniques were used to create the voice to help you understand who the writer is and make some inferences about their personality. In doing this, then, you are going to be doing a piece of writing as well that is more personal in nature, and you're going to be looking at some mentor texts to help you understand how to do that writing. So our targets for this week is to use the big three reading strategy, which helps you think about a text while you're reading it, helps you identify any confusion you have about the text, and to recognize how this text has affected your thinking. You're also going to learn the signposts for nonfiction reading strategy, which helps you to record anything that you notice within the text by giving you some specific things to look for within a text. And you'll be doing both of those, like I said, in your reader's notebook. You're going to be analyzing a text as a reader and as a writer. You need to cite relevant evidence from the text to support your answers and to support the main idea. You'll be presenting your information in a very clear perspective. I'm going to ask you to write a narrative, and I really want you focusing on these three things: precise words or diction. Your choice of words is really important, telling details, and sensory language. And you're also going to begin with your independent reading for 15 minutes each day this week. So, new learning reading strategies, you can click on those and watch those two videos. And then what you're going to be using that with is an artist statement from a book. You'll find that in Google Classroom. Your critical thinking skills, how to analyze, how to infer, those two videos are there. And if you just want to take a look at the critical thinking slides, all of them, you have a link there to do that as well. So you're going to be then analyzing the artist's statement. And there is a document in Google Classroom where I'm going to ask you to answer some questions about your analysis and your inference for that text. And then also you're going to look at the independent reading. You're going to get started with that this week. And at the end of the week, there is a piece of writing that you're going to do about your reading for this week. So you'll find that in Google Classroom as well. Learning tasks. So name stories. This is actually a pre-assessment. So I'm asking you to do this first because I'm going to see where your reading skills are at and what areas you may be deficient in, so I know how to plan future lessons. So there's an instructional video on what I want you to do, as well as a Google Slides presentation. You'll find that information under the Module 2 heading. You're going to be analyzing, like I said, that informational text. And then your writing is actually the Enumclaw Teenager Project. So the writings that you're going to be, the text you're going to be reading comes from this book, which is from a project called the American Teenager Project. But now we're going to get a little bit more, we're going to kind of scale that down right to Enumclaw. So you'll find all that information in Google Classroom. The question of the week has a grammar lesson for you on how to write simple and compound sentences. So please make sure to watch that video. And then you can answer the question. I need your responses to be in by Wednesday, and then I'm going to give you an additional 2 days to reply to other people's responses by Friday. If you want to take a look at that Khan Academy video, there is a link to that right there. So here is your checklist. Again, be independent reading for 15 minutes every day this week. At the end of the week, you'll have a reflection on that. Your name stories, that's the pre-assessment. You're not getting graded on this, but it is a way for me to know where you're at in your writing skills. Be watching those videos on the 2 reading strategies and the 2 critical thinking skills that we are learning this week. And then you're going to be using those with the analyze and infer informational text. The Enumclaw Teenager Project, you'll be writing that multi-paragraph personal expository text, and as well as doing the question of the week on Google Classroom. I had a great recommendation from a student about these exit tickets. Forgot about it, almost forgot about it, and asked that I would put it into Google Classroom. So I have done that. So once you finish all of the tasks for this week, you will find that exit ticket there. Under the additional resources, I forgot to tell you about this last week, but there's a video or a Google Slides presentation I created on how to create a workspace and why it's important to be able to self-regulate your practices. It's considered a soft skill that employers are really looking for, but it's not necessarily something we can teach you here in school because everything is so regimented already. So you might want to check that out. And also I had a suggestion of putting the Zoom meeting information in here. So you'll find this is a link that will take you into the Zoom meeting for period 1. It gives you the date and time. And then this right here is the link for the period 2 Zoom meeting, day and time as well. If you have any questions, as always, you can give me a call or you can email me and I will get right back to you.